Hey guys, so today's just going to be a quick video on something called training modalities. And by the way, if you guys like any of this information that I've been giving you, whether it be about programming, training modalities, etc., you can find a lot of this information from the book Scientific Principles of Strength Training. I think you can get that on renaissanceperiodization.com as well as Juggernaut Training System. If you're talking about two conflicting training modalities, just think about it as training for high endurance and at the same time you're training for a new 1 rep max. So I guess this almost falls along similar principles to specificity, but this has more so to deal with volume. I'll put it into simpler terms. So you have something called maximum recoverable volume. This is what I'm going to be referring to as MRV. Essentially, it's the amount of work that your body can put in, that your body can take before you're eventually just going to get into an overreached and overtaxed state, overtraining for the sake of argument. For me personally, it helps to think of this as a puddle, which is why I drew it in a little circle here. All right, so think about it like this. You only have a certain amount of maximum recoverable volume in your reservoir or your puddle or whatever you want to call it. So what happens if you break away a little piece of that stream and take it one direction? We'll say to the strength side of things, you'll have a thicker stream overall leading from one reservoir, which is your volume, to the next, which is strength. So that'll look a little bit more something like this. So you have your maximum recoverable volume going to your strength. You're going to have a better carryover and it's going to be more optimal to your training versus you training all over the place rep range wise. And I'm guilty of this from time to time, working in things like pyramids and stuff like that. But if you're working, for example, if you're training in a peaking program, for example, and you're handling weights that are like 90+% of your max, and then at the end you decide to do a pyramid or as many reps as you can with 225, that's going to be breaking the principle of doing compatible training modalities. So essentially think of it like this. You have your maximum recoverable volume in the middle again, and then it breaks up into both endurance and strength. Since you only have so much of this, all of it's going to be split between the two of these. So think of it as where you could have spent more energy getting better at one particular thing, you're kind of just splitting that maximum recoverable volume just being mediocre at two. Not to say that you're not going to make some meaningful increases in either of them, but it's not going to be as optimal as if you just decided to go for one and go for the other, which is why, in my opinion, in comparison to a lot of other training principles, I guess, I'm a big believer in periodization, and that's the reason why I think people should stick generally in the same rep ranges. Granted, it's not going to kill you if at the end of a workout, if you go into an accessory, instead of doing 5 reps like you've been doing the rest of your workout, to be training up to something like sets of 8 or something. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you guys got something good out of this content. I'll talk to you guys later.